Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack J in English, the channel of Unacademy. Let me check my voice first and then we'll continue. Yeah, so I was checking my voice. All right, so I'll begin with my introduction. Yeah, so here's my profile. My name is Jeetendra Dixit and I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur. And it's been 11 years for me teaching for IIT-JEE aspirants. And I teach mathematics. Today I'll continue straight lines. Okay, I'll start with straight lines basically. All right. So before we begin, let me tell you about the Unacademy subscription. So as you know, Unacademy is India's largest online learning platform. And if you are preparing for IIT-JEE, then you can have two types of subscriptions on Unacademy. One is Plus subscription and another is Iconic subscription. So let me tell you about the Plus subscription first of all. So if you have Plus subscription, then you can access unlimited live classes of all the educators on Unacademy Plus, and you can watch their live sessions. You can join any course of a team or individual educator. So all the educators who are teaching on Unacademy, as you know, India's largest or topmost educators are teaching on Unacademy. So you can watch anyone's live session. You can follow anyone. It's up to you. You have complete freedom. It is unlimited access you are getting, and then you can follow your favorite educator on Unacademy Plus once you have the subscription. Yeah, you will be able to access all the live tests and quizzes also on Unacademy. So this is the unlimited access which you get once you are subscribed on Unacademy Plus. All right. These are the subscription charges. So you can subscribe for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 24, 12 and 24 months. If you compare the prices, then 12 and 24 months are the best packages you can buy. If you see one average per month, so it is 3,200, nearly 3,200 for per month when you buy 12 months package, 12 month subscription, and on that you will get 10% discount as well. Okay, you can see you'll get 10% discount using the referral code. So right hand side you can see the price list, which is with 10% discount. All right, so final price it is going to be 2,888 per month. Okay, you can get no cost EMI is option also if you buy a subscription of 6 months or above. Okay, 6 months or above. Similarly, 24 month is the most economical package, because in this per month price is going to be 2,333, and that too after 10% discount it is going to be 2,100 only, right? 2,100. So now you can compare and plan your subscription for 12 or 24 months. The next is Iconic subscription. Now next is Iconic subscription. So in this subscription you get all the benefits of Plus. Okay, all the benefits. So with whatever I was telling you, you'll get everything in that, and apart from that you'll get unlimited access. Unlimited access which you are getting on Plus, you'll get that, and apart from that you'll get a personal coach who will guide you throughout your preparation for IIT-JEE, and your test analysis will also be done in a personalized manner. Your study planner will be customized. Okay, bi-weekly reviews will be given to you highlighting your progress. So you are basically getting the guidance of an expert. Okay, if you buy this iconic subscription, personal guidance. All right, so that is what iconic subscription is. And in this subscription you can buy, wait a moment. So in this you can see, you can, yeah, so per 1 year's price is 56,000, and 2 years price is 86,000 in iconic subscription. And yes, of course you'll get 10% discount in this, so final price is going to be 50,000 and 77,400 respectively for 1 year and 2 years. All right, so these are the subscription charges. Now I hope you've got it. Now this is Unacademy's learning app, which you can download from Play Store. Okay, and after downloading it, you can start, even if you don't have any subscription, then you can start attending special classes. Special classes are also live classes taken by Unacademy's educators. So you can watch these live sessions every day. A lot of educators take these special classes, so like YouTube free videos. You can see there are many channels on YouTube, so you get a lot of stuff for free. Similarly, on Unacademy's platform also you get live sessions. Those sessions are very interactive, so you can watch those special classes, and it is free for everyone. Okay, so everyone means if you have this application and you have your account, just make your account. It is not chargeable, and then you can start attending those special classes for free. All right, you can watch unlimited special classes every day. There's no restriction, no limitation. Okay, and start learning. So I hope I've explained you everything. So just download it and start your journey with Unacademy today. All right, so this was about the Unacademy subscription and platform. All right, now we will begin today's session. So that is straight lines. So as I told you, we'll start straight lines today. So I'll start with basic coordinate geometry. So we'll continue coordinate geometry this month. So first I'll tell you some basics of coordinate geometry. You know, in 2D means 2 dimensions, right? So you have 2 dimensions. 2 dimensions means if you draw this line, then in this direction you can measure distances only in one direction. But if you have another direction, okay, then you can measure any, you can point out any point in this plane. So in 2D you have 2 dimensions, and here in our syllabus we are taking rectangular system. Rectangular means we are taking 2 directions in which are perpendicular to each other, right? So other direction, you can say we are taking perpendicular to x. All right, so this direction we call this axis as x-axis, this as y-axis, right? This is very basic. You have done this in class 10th, so I'm just telling you these things quickly. Okay, so when you measure x distance along positive, this is called positive direction of x-axis, this is called negative direction of x-axis. Similarly, this is called positive direction of y-axis, this is called negative direction. So if you are moving rightward and upward, like if you move x units towards positive x direction and y units towards positive y direction, okay, so that means you are going, when you are moving towards the positive direction of x-axis, that means you are going away from y-axis, right? So how far you have moved from y-axis? X units. And how far you have moved from y-axis? Y units. So finally you have reached to a point whose coordinates are x comma y. Okay, so this is x comma y, and both coordinates are considered positive if you are moving in positive direction of x-axis or negative axis. Similarly, if you are moving in negative direction of x-axis with the same x units and y units along positive direction of y-axis, then x coordinate will be negative minus x and y coordinate will be positive. So x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. This is called first quadrant, right? This is called second quadrant. So because you can see these two lines will divide whole plane in 4 parts, and these 4 parts are called quadrants. So first quadrant, second quadrant, this is called third quadrant, and this is called fourth quadrant, right? So in these quadrants you can see points, any point will have 2 coordinates, right? 2 coordinates means they are just mentioning you the distances which you have moved along x and y axis, parallel to x and parallel to y from origin. Okay, so from origin you have moved x units along positive x and y units along positive y, that means parallel to y. So you have reached to a point whose coordinates are x comma y, right? So this is the meaning of coordinates. If you write 3 comma minus 3 comma minus 2, that means you have moved plus 3 units along positive direction of x-axis and plus 2 units along minus y. That's why you're getting minus 2, right? So this is in fourth quadrant, coordinates, y coordinate will be negative, x coordinate will be positive. So you have reached 3 comma minus 2. Okay, so this is the meaning of coordinates. I hope it is clear. So you all know this. In third quadrant, what is the sign convention? Both coordinates will be negative, and fourth quadrant, x coordinate will be positive and y coordinate will be negative. This is the sign convention, right? So now you can, if you have a reference point, if you have 2 axes like this, in which axes are perpendicular to each other, then you can see this system is called rectangular Cartesian system. Rectangular Cartesian system. Rectangular because axes are taken perpendicular, mutually perpendicular. If they are not perpendicular, then this system is not called rectangular. This will be oblique Cartesian system. Okay, oblique. So in that case, angle will not be 90. It might be 60. It might be 30. It might be 45. Okay. So in that case, you can see axis will look like this. This will be x-axis and this will be y-axis. In that case, if you move along x, it will be like this, x units, and y, then it will not be perpendicular to x, it will be parallel to, so whatever this angle is, it will be parallel to that. So this will be y units, okay, and this will be x units, and these coordinates will be now x comma y. So that is the difference in oblique system and rectangular Cartesian system. All right, so to keep calculation easy, we do things in rectangular Cartesian system. Because 90 things becomes easy, we easily apply Pythagoras theorem. We get right angle triangle. So if I ask you to find distance of this point P from origin, this distance, you can find it easily, like, because you know this is x and this is y, perpendicular distance. So this distance of P from origin, you can apply Pythagoras and you can write this is under root of x square plus y square. It is hypotenuse, right? So you can write the distance of any point from origin easily. So there are many things which you can write easily once you have this Cartesian system. All right. So I hope it is clear. Wait a minute. Okay. Now, moving on to some other important points. This coordinates of this point is called origin, positive x, positive y, quadrants, sign convention. This all we understood. Now I'll tell you 2 important formulae. One is distance formula. You know, distance formula. So what is distance formula? So in Cartesian system, rectangular Cartesian system, if you have 2 points, say this point is x1, y1, and say this point is x2, y2. All right. So if you join these 2 points, and we need this AB distance between these 2 points. So what we do, we draw a horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis and a vertical line which is parallel to y-axis. Okay. So this vertical distance between A and B, which is BC is basically y2 minus y1. y coordinate of b minus y coordinate of a. All right. And in any situation, it is going to be mod of y2 minus y1. Mod, because y2 can be greater than y1 or y1 can be greater than y2. And this horizontal distance between any 2 points is basically difference of their x coordinates. So that is x2 minus x1 mod. I'm again putting mod so that even if x2 is greater than x1 or x1 is greater than x2, it won't affect the distance. Distance will always be positive. So distance, horizontal distance between any 2 points, no matter whether they are parallel to x-axis or like this. Okay. Horizontal difference will always be mod of x2 minus x1, and vertical difference will always be y2 minus y1. So this will help you to find the distance between a and b. So if you need to find the distance from distance between these 2 points, so that is going to be under root of, now you can apply Pythagoras. So it is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So this is called distance formula between 2 points x2 comma y2 and x1 comma y1. All right, so I hope you're understanding it. All right, so now moving on to another formula which is called section formula. Let me tell you that also. So if you have say 2 points, this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. All right, then how do we derive this section formula? I'll tell you. And what is actually this section formula? So this is point A and this is point B. All right, and P is a point which divides A and B internally in the ratio of m:n. First is internal division, we'll see, then external division. So P divides A x1 comma y1 and B which has coordinates x2 comma y2 internally in the ratio of m:n. All right, m:n. So that means this is m and this is n. Okay, m and n. So if they divide A and B internally in the ratio of m:n, then we can write this means PA upon PB is going to be m upon n. All right, PA upon PB is m upon n. So if PA upon PB is m upon n, then now you need to find the coordinates of this point. Say, what is the meaning of internal division? That P is between A and B first of all, and then PA upon PB is m upon n. Distance of P from A upon distance of P from B. That is the meaning. Okay. So P is dividing A and B in the ratio of m:n, means distance of P from A upon distance of P from B is m:n. All right. Now using this, we can find the coordinates of P. So let P, coordinates of P is h comma k. All right. Now how to do it? So it's very simple. I'm drawing this horizontal line. Horizontal means parallel to x-axis. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Okay, vertical, x and y, like this. And I'm drawing this vertical line as well. Okay. Now you can see we'll get two triangles. Say this point is Q and this point is C. All right. So you can see two triangles, say right angle triangles. These are similar triangles. Which two triangles? Triangle PAQ and triangle similar to triangle BAC, right? These two triangles are similar triangles, right? So if you apply this point, say H, this point is H comma K. So you know what is this distance PQ? This PQ distance is going to be K, vertical difference K minus Y1. And what is this distance BC? BC is going to be Y2 minus Y1. As I told you, vertical difference of B and A is Y2 minus Y1. Now similarly, you can write horizontal differences also. Horizontal difference of A and Q. Horizontal difference of A and Q is going to be H minus X1. So this is H minus X1. All right. And horizontal difference of A and C. Horizontal difference of A and C is going to be x2 minus x1. This. Now you can use these distances and apply that formula. So in similar triangle, you know, you know that AQ upon AC, AQ upon AC can be written as PQ upon BC, right? And then you can put these distances and separate. You can separate for H and K, and this is also equal to M upon M plus N, because we need the answer in terms of M plus N. So once we'll equate first and last, and then we'll equate second and last. So we'll get H and K coordinates respectively. So I'm telling you I'm deriving one of the coordinates. Okay, so let's take AQ upon AH. So we'll get X coordinate. So that is H minus X1 divided by, this is AQ, X2 minus X1, this is AC, is equal to M upon M plus N. So let's separate H, cross multiply. So it is going to be M plus N into H minus M plus N into X1 is equal to MX2 minus MX1. All right. Now you keep this term M plus N into H left hand side and take everything to right hand side. So it is going to be M plus N minus M. So NX1 plus MX2, right? You'll get this. And then finally you can write H is equal to NX1 plus MX2 upon M plus N. This is the section formula. Okay, so very easy. You all have done this in class 10th. I'm just giving you a recap. So it is like this. N is multiplied to X1. M is multiplied to X2. In this way you can remember, divided by M plus N. So you'll get the X coordinate of point P. Similarly, K is going to be N into Y coordinate of this point and plus M into Y coordinate of B point. So that is N Y1 plus M Y2 upon M plus N. All right. So this is the section formula. Okay, in this way you can find the coordinates of a point which divides any okay. Now I'll tell you the external division. So let's take second point is, if P divides A and B, A means x1, y1 and B means x2, y2. Externally in the ratio of M is to N. That means again P, distance of P from A upon distance of P from B is M upon N. So this is same, this point is same, right? Now this we have written in the internal division also. Now what is the difference between internal and external? Let me tell you that. So if these are two A and B points, A and B, and assuming M is greater than N, if M is greater than N, then distance of P from A will be greater than distance of P from this B, right? So P will be on the external segments, either right side of B or left side of A. Okay, it will not be between A and B. And yes, of course, it will be on the line joining A and B. So if I take M greater than N, then P is going to be here. Okay, right side of. If M is less than N, then P is going to be here, left side of A. All right. So take any diagram. It is like this distance is now M. Okay. Of course, so in this diagram you can say, and this distance is NX. You can say MX NX. Because this is M is to N is the ratio, right? Wait a minute. So I'm writing the formula for this. All right. So what is the formula? Formula is that if you apply section, let's take P H comma K. So in this case, what is going to happen? H is going to be, the formula is very similar. It is M times X coordinate of point B minus n times, okay, m times m into x coordinate of point B, n into x coordinate of point A. Okay, it is very similar. This the sign between these two terms has changed. Divided by m minus n. Okay, let me also tell you, you can write nx1 before mx2. You can write nx1 minus mx2, but now in denominator it should be n minus m. Okay, so if you are multiplying n to x1, then in denominator n will come before m, so it should be n minus m. Okay, so you can write either ways. And similarly, k is going to be just replace y2 and x1, x2 and x1 and by y2 and y1. So it is y m y2 minus n x1 divided by m minus n. All right, or you can write n y1 minus m y2 divided by m minus n. All right. So this is the section formula. This is the external division. So I hope it is clear, huh? I hope it is clear. Now let's do one example, and it's a simple example. Find the coordinates. Okay. Find the coordinates of a point on x-axis which divides a minus 2 comma 6 and b 3 comma 4 in the ratio m is to n. Okay, where m and n are co-prime. Also find whether it is external division or internal division. Okay, and also find the values of mn. It is not given. It is not given. Okay. Okay. And of course, when he's telling you that C point is dividing A and B internally or externally in the ratio, or he's not telling you internally or externally, just telling you divides. Okay, that means collinear. It is collinear with A and B. Okay, it is collinear with A and B. It might be between A and B, or it might be outside A and B. So you need to find a point on the line joining A and B, and which lies on x-axis also. This is the important information. So you have a lot of things to find in this question. Try this one. Try for a minute, then I'll tell you how to solve it. All right, so now let me solve it. So let point on x-axis is p, say h comma 0, right? So we already know the y coordinate. This y coordinate, if you know any one of the coordinates which is dividing this a and b in some ratio which is not given actually, so we can find that ratio as well as this point if even one coordinate is given of this point. So we know y coordinate which is 0, okay, and ratio already given m is to n. So let's apply that. So I am just assuming internal division, okay. So you just assume internal division, and internal division is say m is to n. All right, this m is to n will always be given, m and n are positive numbers, all right, co-prime and positive numbers. Now we need to find whether it is internal or external. So if m upon n comes out to be negative, that means that m and n will, suppose it comes out to be minus 3 by 2. That means m is 3, n is 2. And negative sign will indicate that it is external division. If it comes out to be 3 upon 2, that means m is again 3, n is again 2, but it is now internal division, okay. So whether m upon n comes out to be positive or negative, that will tell us whether it is internal division or external division. So I hope this point is clear, okay. Now a point is minus 2 comma 6. This is a, and b point is 3 comma 4. And also let me remind you that p divides a and b in the ratio of m is to n. That means distance of p from a is mx and distance of p from b is nx. All right. So do not forget this order. Now if I just write the y coordinate. So 0 is equal to n into 6 plus m into 4. All right, divided by m plus n. Right. We assumed it to be internal division, okay. So now you can see you are going to get 3n plus 2m is equal to 0, and hence you can say m upon n is going to be minus 3 by 2. Coincidentally, it is coming out to be 3 by 2. The example I was giving you, I was not aware of it. So m upon n is coming out to be minus 3 by 2. That means that means now we have got this ratio. M is 3 and n is 2. So that means p divides m and n, p divides a and b externally in the ratio of. That means p is outside. It is on the line AB but outside AB, okay. So if I make the diagram exactly, you could guess it. This was the point in second quadrant A, and B was the point in first quadrant. So of course P should have been somewhere here, right? P was here. So if you would have made the diagram, you would have known that okay, it is going to be external division. But it's all right if we don't know external division, then we'll come to know when we'll find m upon n. All right. So this is the first point. The second point is apply the external division formula to find the x coordinate now. So x coordinate is going to be, now you can apply x coordinate is going to be, h is going to be, we know now this is external division, okay. So n into minus 2, okay, minus m into m into plus 3 divided upon n minus m. Apply this. So it is going to be n, put n is 2, so it is going to be minus 4, minus m is 3, so it is going to be 9, divided by n minus m, so 2 minus 3, so it is actually 13, right? It is 13, yeah, it is 13. So this point is 13 comma 0. So we have got the coordinates of the point as well, right? So now I have explained you through this example, I explained you what is external division, what is internal division, right? And how to differentiate between this internal and external when we are finding m is to n, okay. So if you're getting the positive value, that means it is internal division. If you're getting the negative value, it means it is. You will assume in the beginning, if it is not known then whether it is internal or external, then you'll always assume internal division, okay, and take m is to n ratio, apply internal division formula, and then you get m upon n negative. That means it is external division, okay. It is external division, and then you can apply external division formula to find the coordinates. All right, I hope it is clear, huh? Hello, Arun. How are you? I'm also good. Very good. All right. So this was internal division, okay? Internal and external. Now, now we will discuss. See midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, right? So you know the midpoint formula. This is very easy. Now I'm going to discuss the centers of a triangle. Centers of a triangle. Centers of a triangle. So in centers of a triangle, suppose you have a triangle. So first we are going to discuss centroid. There are centroid, incenter, orthocenter, circumcenter, and excenters. Okay. So we have formula for each, but I'll tell you the formula for centroid and incenter, and I'll tell you the formula for everyone. But I'll prove it for centroid and for incenter, circumcenter also. I'll tell you all the centers in detail in today's session. So we have two sessions today. One is this session, and the other session is at 4:15. So I'll continue these two. We'll finish all the centers today. All right. So first, let me tell you centroid. What is centroid? So centroid is point of intersection of medians. You know medians. So this is a triangle ABC. This is a triangle ABC. So I'll tell you all the points about the centroid first of all. Then we'll go. Say this is the midpoint. So this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, this point is D, okay, which is midpoint. Midpoint. This is E, which is again midpoint. Midpoint of A and C. Of course, midpoint of A and C. And say this is F. And also, this is also a midpoint. Midpoint of A and B, of course. So if you join these vertices with the midpoints of opposite sides, then this line is called median. This line is called median. So you know that, right? And if you join vertex B with this is another median, and this is the third median. All three medians pass through a point. When three lines pass through a point, then we call that these three lines are concurrent at this point. Concurrent means they are having a common point of intersection. Two lines in 3D, if they are not parallel, will always intersect at a point if they are not parallel. But third line may or may not pass through that point. But if it is passing through that point, the point of intersection of the first two lines, then these three lines are called concurrent. Okay, concurrent. So these three medians of any triangle, okay, are concurrent at a point. Okay, there's the first point, which is called centroid, okay, which is called centroid of the triangle. Centroid of the triangle. All right. So three medians are concurrent at this point. So this point is called centroid, generally denoted by G, but it's not necessary. You can take any other letter. You can represent it by any other letter. Generally, you'll see in most of the books, centroid is represented by G. Okay. You can take C also. C generally we use for circumcenter. All right. So centroid First point. Second point is, you can see centroid is subtending three. With centroid and three vertices, you can form three triangles. One triangle is, let me mention first triangle. You can see this triangle GCB, right? GCB, this triangle, right? And another triangle is GAC, and the third triangle is GAB. All right. So there's first triangle, there's second triangle, there's a third triangle. Okay. So we said that centroid subtends equal area on all three sides. And what does it mean? It means that area of triangle GBC is equal to area of triangle GCA is equal to area of triangle GAB. Okay. So I'll write this point. Centroid subtends equal area on all three sides. Okay, that means if you join centroid with the corners of sides, then it will form a triangle, and these triangles will have equal area. This means area of triangle GBC is equal to area of triangle GAC is equal to area of triangle GAB. All right. So this is given. I hope you have understood this point. This is the second very important point. How to prove it? This proving part is very important. Why? See, you can see this median. If I make a triangle here, then you can see median divides the triangle into two equal areas, right? These two area, this area is area of this and this. These two are equal. Why? Because you can see the base is divided into two equal parts. This base length BD is equal to DC, right? BD is equal to DC. And height of A from BC. Height is same for both the triangles, right? So height is common. H is common. This height is common. Height is H is same for both triangles. So what is the area? Area is height into base by 2. Now base is divided into two equal parts. So both triangles ADB and ADC are having same bases of equal length, and their height is same H. So they will have equal area, right? So that means this triangle ABD and ACD are of equal area. That means median is dividing this triangle into two equal areas, right? So you understood this point. Now second point is we need to see whether these triangles, centroid wale triangles, right? So I'll tell you how. Now centroid is a point which divides median in the ratio of 2:1. There's another point. Let me add it here. Centroid divides median in the ratio of 2:1. So this is 2 and this is 1. Okay, what is this? GA upon GD. So from the distance of G from vertex is twice the distance of G from side BC. I mean, not perpendicular distance, but this lower portion of the median. So GD is equal to, or you can say midpoint of BC is 2:1. Okay, this is 2:1. Now you see, if you are joining, you take any point. You take any point on this AD. Say I'm taking this point G, then and join this triangle. Then you can see GD is the median of triangle GBC also. So that means these two areas will also be equal, this area and this area, by the same logic which we are applying in the bigger triangle ABC. So if these two triangles are of equal area and the bigger triangles ABD and ACD are of equal area, that means these two triangles will have equal area, right? So we have got this point that AGB is same as area of triangle AGB is same as area of triangle AGC. Okay, we have got this. And If you apply it for another median, if you take this median BE, then again you can prove the area of triangle 1 and 3 will be equal. So in this way you can say area of triangle 1, 2 and 3 are equal. Okay, we have proved that. Here we have proved that 2 and 3 are having same area. All right, so there's a simple proof, normal observation. Okay, you can apply it and you can say that yes, these two triangles are having area of equal areas basically. Okay, now let's come back to coordinates. So this was about the geometrical points. Now let's come back to geometry. So if you have if A is given x1 y1 and B is given x2 y2 and C is given x3 y3. Okay, these coordinates are given, and you need to write the coordinates of centroid. See how to write it. It's very easy. First we'll learn the formula and then we can see the proof, which is very easy proof. Okay, so I'm telling you the proof just to revise your section formula. Okay, so you know this is a median, this point is D, and G divides median in the ratio of 2:1. All right, so the coordinates of G first of all are x1 plus x2 plus x3. Add all the x coordinates of 3 points divided by 3 and add 3 y coordinates, y1 plus y2 plus y3 and whole divided by 3. Okay, these are y coordinates. Now how to find it? First you can find the coordinates of D. The proof is very simple. Proof you need D point. So D point is midpoint, so apply midpoint formula. Midpoint of x2 y2 and x3 y3. So it is x2 plus x3 by 2 and y2 plus y3 by 2. Then you can see GD upon GA is 1:2. So you can again apply section formula to find the coordinates. So let's take G as h comma k. So h is equal to, apply the formula. So 1 into x1 plus 2 into x coordinate of D point, which is x2 plus x3 by 2, right? So x2 plus x3 by 2 divided by 1 plus 2. Now you can say this 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so you'll get this x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. Okay, so this is the x coordinate, and similarly you can find y coordinates. All right, so I hope it is clear. Got it? This was about the centroid. All right. So now we will continue. Now I'll continue in center, orthocenter, and circumcenter in the next session, which I'm going to start at 4:15, and we'll finish all the centers today. All right. So thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so my code is Jeet1 once again. So if you are planning to take subscription, then use this code, okay, and get 10% discount instantly. And like the channel and like my videos if you are enjoying it, watching. Thank you very much.